I'm sure all of you are aware that Huawei has released a phone which is now capable of competing with phones from 2020 and has...
Well, some phones. It's actually on par. The Huawei Mate 60 Pro, the one that they're bragging about, is on par with an iPhone from 2018.
Yeah, yes. Okay.
Just so people are clear.
The thing is, it is a great breakthrough that they've got a 5G capable phone, 5G speed capable phone.
Speed capable.
But it's old technology and it's copy technology, and everyone's like, they broke the sanctions, they busted. But guess what? They didn't actually, because the
dominoes are falling.
The equipment that they built these chips on is equipment that they imported in June or July of this year.
They already had.
They've been importing hundreds of millions of dollars from the Netherlands, Dutch, Holland, whatever you want to call it, the Netherlands. They've been bringing the Holland. Netherlands. They've been bringing those machines in because those machines aren't sanctioned yet. So the sanctions have not been busted. They've just been going around the sanctions and using what's still available to them.
Yeah, there's rumors that there's a Korean chip in there that they hoarded prior to this. Now, there is still no proof that they even made the chip yet.
Yeah. Anyway, I mean, the whole point is it's really blown out of proportion. People are saying it's the holy grail. And unfortunately for China, it's backfiring.
Yeah.
Because they're going out there and saying, see, we beat sanctions, we could do what we want. So now the American government's saying, well, you know what, let's just cut out all sales of, obviously
they really shot themselves in the
obviously
foot
they
here.
can do this by themselves now, so let's just block all sales of all high-tech equipment and chips, because they've still been selling a lot.
Best case scenario, they made at a very big loss, very poor profit margins with a lot of effort, a phone that is very old.
Yes.
This is what we're dealing with. And now because of that, the US government goes, well, we're probably going to sanction them even harder now.
Yes.
It must be punched in the air right now.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, the fact of the matter is you're going to keep hearing about this Huawei phone because it is the biggest propaganda, I don't know, what would you say, campaign currently coming out of China.
For sure.
So everyone and their dog that's got anything to do with Chinese propaganda is lauding this Huawei phone as a breakthrough and a sanction buster and a proof that China's winning the tech war against America. Wait, what?
China winning tech war because they made best case scenario, made old tech at a loss.
And here, let me clue you in on a little secret here, okay? I got to tell you, because this is what it's really all about. Because if you actually look at the articles, they keep saying, see, this is what happens if you hold China back. If you don't sell them chips, you're forcing them into a corner so that they have to innovate, and then they're going to just overtake you and steamroll you.
So they're going to innovate by making shit?
No, but this is the point. Can you read between the lines here? What they're trying to do is say, get rid of the sanctions, please. We really need your tech. We really want your technology.
See, your sanctions did nothing.
Yeah, they're like, if you sanction us, then it's going to be bad for you because we're just going to get better than you. That's their whole thing. And meanwhile, they're like, holy shit, please release these sanctions. Please, we need this stuff. It's hurting us.
By the way, just to remind everyone, this phone doesn't even run off Android. It runs off of Harmony OS, which is a useless Chinese OS.
Well, it's actually not. It's Android.
Yeah, but
if they look at the source code, it's an earlier version of Android.
You understand what I'm saying,
open source.
You can't even use the normal version of Android.
No, you can't. No. It is a poor copy of Android that's locked down by the Chinese government, and
what a great
only
product.
For Chinese apps.
What a fantastic product.
Anyway, so the fact of the matter is I've been having a lot of fun with this on Twitter because people can't stand it when you point out that, hey, guess what? It actually sucks. It's not that good.
Yeah.
Because sure, it's a breakthrough. If they're really making it themselves, it's a breakthrough for China to be able to produce something that's like generations old.
Like 5 years old. Yeah.
But this one guy in particular, this guy's just a Chinese propagandist bot. It's a Wu Mao, right?
Yeah.
Hello world. You know what I mean? It's like they just make all this random stuff where they just go on the attack. And this guy's like, it was calling me an English teacher or whatever, because for some reason people think that being an English teacher is bad.
I think they've come to that conclusion in their head.
I'm not. I mean, I was an English teacher.
You know, I'd rather be an English teacher than a slave in the PLA's camps that do Wu Mao work.
Exactly. There's nothing wrong with being an English teacher. But, the thing is, I haven't been an English teacher since about 2014, I believe.
Yeah.
It's a long time ago. Yeah. It's interesting how they latch onto these things. Like, what was your first job?
I was a lifeguard.
So I'm like, you damn lifeguard.
I'm a career lifeguard now.
Yeah, it's like, you're not a lifeguard, are you? Did you ever, like... I did gardening once for like a hobby or something.
Yeah.
You damn gardener.
You gardener.
It's like, come on, guys.
You farmer.
They latch onto this thing as if it's some kind of like bad thing. Anyway, thing is, in China, a teacher is seen as a respectable figure, So he's like, show me, teacher, 老师. He's now dealing with me, with respect.
He's calling you 老师. That's good.
Yeah, it's good, yeah. He says, I really want to see your little pixel doing this, because he was posting these things of someone multitasking. So he's like opening one game and then like switching to another game. And he's like, can your iPhone do this? I was like, dude, my Pixel from 2014 can do that or whatever.
2017.
So, something like that. Sorry, I said 2017. You're right. Which is true. My Pixel 4 Plus or whatever it was. And so he's like, show me, teacher. I really want to see your Pixel doing this. And this clip has been going around, and it cannot be verified that it's from a Huawei Mate Pro.
No, it's propaganda.
But it's one clip that all the propagandists have been showing to show how good the zoom is on the Huawei Mate Pro. Okay? So it's unconfirmed if it is a Huawei phone or not. It could be any camera. All right?
It looks like a phone camera zoom.
I don't know. That's a hell of a zoom.
But the way it judders.
It's just, well, I mean, you know what it's like. You got anything with a big zoom.
That's true. If it's digital zoom, yeah.
So whether it's from the Huawei phone or not doesn't matter, because remember, any phone, you can take like an amazing picture of the moon if you've got a lens in it or whatever. So you never know, like whether this is the real zoom or not. It still looks awful. But he zooms in on this pollution, and I'm like, why are you sharing this? So I just said, like, why are you showing me China's pollution? This had a knock-on effect, because I told you many people are sharing this clip of the zoom.
Yeah, like, wow, look at this.
Look at the zoom. And then suddenly, every time it's being shared now, they cut that last bit out with the pollution in it.
Right.
Because I was like, why are you showing this pollution? Now they're cutting that part out.
That's
kind of funny.
So
I had an effect on their
We had an
propaganda.
effect on something else, too.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
Coming soon.
Coming soon, you'll see. Anyway, this is hilarious, and it's very interesting timing, because we all know Barrett, right? He's one of the big China white monkeys. He's a big shill, and he does whatever for money for the Chinese government. And he just posted this thing, me on China, hashtag unboxing. I think he meant to say unboxing, but he's like unboxing, yeah. Program putting the Mate 60 Pro through the water test. A more in-depth review coming later, okay? And so I just replied, you'll just review any old junk, whatever pays, right? Because this guy's got a history of selling, like, he's a snake oil salesman, basically.
This is a really smart, slick design. It's got really nice lines. It's very ergonomic.
I knew we hated N64.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you shilled for this company that made like a shit case for the N64.
I'd like to ask you how a console case is ergonomic.
He said ergonomic?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because, ergonomic is something you hold and handle
sit on,
or whatever, but it's on the floor. It doesn't need to be ergonomic.
What are you, caressing it at night?
Yeah, anyway, it turns out this product was a big farce, and it failed. Everybody hated it. It actually damaged your hardware if you put it in there. It was a very bad product. And
it was really bad. Like all the reviewers hated it. They got sent one. They're like, wow, this is bad. So, of course, he was reviewing it.
Yes. But even worse...
Positive.
This is for the campaign.
No, this is for the Kickstarter campaign.
Yeah.
He was just hired to do the white monkey part of it.
Yes.
Because this was a Chinese company operating out of Hong Kong.
It's very ergonomic.
Influenza and colds, but they've also proven very effective to treat COVID-19.
This disingenuous bullshit, at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, they sold this...
Banned medicine.
Yeah, it's medicine that is ineffective. It's like a cold medicine, and it's got ephedra in it, right? It's got anyway. Whatever the case may be, they went on and were telling people it was a cure for COVID-19.
Well, no, they said it helped with 90% of symptoms.
Yes, but no. Listen to what the young one said. The
youngling.
This is you can't misconstrue.
It's a really smart, slick design. It's got really nice lines. It's very ergonomic.
Influenza and colds, but they've also proven very effective to treat COVID-19.
You see,
to treat COVID-19.
To treat COVID-19. You can't misconstrue that as anything else.
No.
So when you've got white monkeys, what they do is they get hired to sell products to Chinese people, and Chinese people will take the word of a foreigner more seriously, because they're so used to scams and fake products coming out of China that they will always treat a Chinese salesman with a bit of skepticism.
Yeah.
Right? They'll be like, if someone's claiming that this is going to cure you, they'll be like, I don't know. But if a foreigner does it, they're like, well, foreign products are usually
That's why
better
they like
quality.
Australian beef and milk powder and stuff like that.
So then he like says this, which is nonsense.
Also, the clinical trial published in Phytomedicine, a European journal, showed that in the treatment of COVID-19, symptoms were reduced by over 90%.
So there you have
Oh, wait, so there you have it. What?
it. That's exactly why you should be picking up Lianhua Qingwen capsules to stay safe.
To stay safe.
That is so disingenuous to... This was for a Chinese audience.
Yes.
Okay? And you're telling them they'll be safe by taking this cold medicine, you know?
Yeah.
And that phyto-medicine or whatever that stupid website that
There's a Chinese journal, by the way.
It was a Chinese journal funded
Made
by...
for this.
And it turns out that the company that creates Lianhua Qingwen paid to have an article put on there.
Yep.
That phytomedicine thing.
Yep.
So it wasn't a European journal. It was just
Nope.
Chinese. And so, of course, you've got snake oil salesmen being used to show off the Huawei.
What a surprise.
So there you have it.
Phone.
That's
Who else is
exactly
gonna
why
show
you
for it?
should be picking up Lianhua Qingwen capsules to stay safe.
Not stay safe.
They got a number of sort of products and businesses there, and it was like, oh, just hold this and say that you endorse this product kind of thing. And they wanted to sort of endorse products that we'd literally seen 5 minutes ago and didn't know nothing about.
This is Huawei's Mate 60 Pro.
天下手机谁最美？大家都说是华为。电池耐用，性色好，中国芯片最珍贵。
华为，
好呀，
华为，
美，
华为。
给我增智慧，老师教我爱祖国，国产手机爱
华为，华为，华为，华为。
给我增智慧，老师教我爱祖国，国产业手机爱华为。
Oh, just hold this and say that you endorse this product.
Huawei, 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 Huawei.
They had to fit in more propaganda visits.
Yeah, but they didn't say that, did they? But that's what happened.
So Box. And this is me, Box.
Unboxing China, hosted by Box.
This is so...
Yeah, I'll get us out of there. Look how bad this... Look at this, you walk in the door like that. Look, what is this garbage?
Wow, Box, look at that flying car.
Wow, Box, look at that flying car. It's a flying man.
It's a man!
That looks so bad. Look what she's wearing.
What? Oh my gosh! It's the obsidian bracelet!
Fluffy after work moments are what we really long for.
These fluffy after work moments.
What is that?
She thought outside the box and ended up outside the box, you know what I mean?
Can almost see it. When I take a breath, you fill up my lungs. And if my mind works